Yeah, so we got a really awesome little surprise here. Just before closing, we found that this female Kenyan Sand Boa was giving birth. Really wanted to capture the last baby coming out, but she was just holding out on me. So I sat there for about an hour with no good results. So what we're going to do is, we're hoping she's all finished now. So we just left her be. And as you can see, we've got a cute little baby right here. Now obviously the Kenyan Sand Boas, well, all your boas will give birth to live young. It's the main difference between boas and your pythons. Pythons laying eggs, boas live young. So your anaconda falls in the same family as the boas. So you can see this little guy here. It's a little bit dull. It's gonna shed soon, probably within a couple days, within a week. So that's the oil between the old skin and the new skin. That's why it's sort of dull color. And you can see how nice and bright orange the mommy is. She's wondering what's going on here. The babies, they get their color a little bit more as they get older. So this might be a peach color. So you can get them in a lighter peach color or a nice bright orange like mom here. So we're just gonna dig through and see how many little babies we've got. And this female here, she's an adult female. So they're really, really cool little snakes. Very underrated in the pet trade. They don't get too big. They're super easy to care for. Quite cool looking little snakes. Okay, that's two. So this bedding we've got them on is just it's a nutshell bedding. It looks nice like gravel. Unfortunately they've discontinued it. Three. See how mom's digging away now. Oops, sorry mommy. She's like, what are you doing? There's going to be a big ball of them somewhere, I'm sure. It's okay, girl. Yeah, it's four. There we go. It's quite interesting that she's showing a lot of curiosity. Obviously in the wild she'll just leave her babies. They'll move away from her. She's showing quite a bit of interest in what's going on here. So this is 5, eh? 6. 7. Oh, they're nice and warm. 8. 9. 9. Looks like that might be it. You can see all this sticky mess. That's a little sacs that they hatch out of. So this one here is actually a peachy phase 1. You can see it's much lighter than that one. So 9 healthy little babies, no slugs. Oh, it's really cool. Such cool little snakes. Okay, so we're gonna pop them in here for now, and then we're gonna separate them all, give them their own little homes and get them eating. Just double check here. So I mean, these are really awesome snakes, because when mom's hunting she'll just bury herself and you might just see just the eyes showing, and then if there's a little vibration or scuttle on the surface where they prey, they just erupt from the ground. Amazing ambush predators. And then their skin is very smooth, obviously that helps them moving through soil and things like this, but the tail is extremely rough, and that gives them good traction, good grip. So I mean, this pushing in soil, it's going to stop a lot better, whereas the face is nice and smooth. Nice little shield nose, sloping nose, helps for digging. So this is just like an average adult female. I've seen some quite a bit bigger. I think this tub's about 60 centimeters, so she's probably like 65 centimeters or so. But they can get a bit chunkier than this. Really, really cool snakes. But as I say, very underrated in the pet scene. The price of these guys just like falling through the floor. But just such amazing little characters, and the way they behave and their hunting and everything like that. Cool. So we're going to take a little closer look at the babies. Well, that's Mom, she did a good job, and doesn't look like she has anything more, so she doesn't want any babies to be left over behind, because that can cause problems. Same as with a snake, like not dropping the last eggs and they go bad inside of them. Here's a little look at the babies. Oh, they're so cute. Really, really cool. Yeah, let's see if the little one wants to have a dig. So we're just going to have a closer look at her features here. You can see how that little nose plate like shield made very well for digging. Funny little googly eyes. Such well adapted species for their habitats. So then we'll have a little look at the tail over here. You can actually see how rough it is. Oh, she's digging away now. Okay, so this is just a little basic setup that we're going to be using. These little guys can go in between the layers to feel that they're underground and so on. And then we want to go with a very shallow water dish, because if you have a high water dish up to here, this little critter is not going to know that there's water there at all. Obviously, being terrestrial and living underground as well, you know, they're not going to find something that's high above ground. They're not going to go looking for that. So that's why I want a very shallow little water dish. There's a better chance of them finding water for drinking and so on. So we keep them like this for first couple months or so, and then we'll see how they go and put them on soil and stuff. It's just with the babies, we always keep, doesn't matter what it is, baby geckos, baby snakes, we keep them on paper towel. It's nice and easy feeding them. They don't have to worry about them swallowing any particles, because if there's some large particles for a little baby like this, it could cause an impaction, whereas when they're adults, it's not going to be an issue at all. So always just as a safety, just keep them on this. I can also just keep them on, say, sand, very fine sand, and then when I feed them, I'll just put them on this. So we might go that route as well, but we'll see how they do, and they'll be quite happy. I mean, they feel safe with the layers and stuff they can climb into.